So most of you probably know about traditional drop shipping where you sell on sites like Shopify, but a lot of you may not know that you can actually drop ship on eBay as well. eBay dropshipping requires no upfront inventory, no marketing expense at all, and honestly little day-to-day work since most of the process is automated fully by software. Despite common misconceptions, you're still able to make thousands in profit every single month. In this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to get started with eBay dropshipping in 2025 and how I automate 90% of my business. First, I want to show you what eBay dropshipping is and how it works. So essentially how the business model works is we're taking items from Amazon and we're listing them onto eBay, onto our eBay account. And we're listing all kinds of items, household items, kitchen supplies, automotive stuff. If you can think of it, I've probably listed it onto my eBay account. And then after we get a sale on eBay, all we do is we go back to Amazon, find the exact same item that we just sold, and then we use the eBay buyer shipping address to ship it to the buyer and fulfill the order. So if the buyer's address on the eBay order was 123 North Street, we would simply put that address into Amazon and use that as our shipping address. That way the Amazon item ships directly to the eBay buyer. And the profit that we're going to be left with is the price that we sold it for on eBay minus any eBay fees that we paid, and then subtracting how much we paid for it on Amazon. And with this model, we never touch the product at all. You have no inventory that we're storing, and we don't have to run paid ads like a lot of the Shopify dropshippers do. All of our traffic is going to be through eBay, and it's going to be organic traffic. So let's go ahead now and go over an example of how we're going to actually make money with the eBay dropshipping business model. And like I mentioned before, how it works is we're taking items from Amazon and we're listing them onto our eBay account at a marked up price. So looking at this item, for example, on Amazon, it looks to be some sort of digital thermometer, and it's selling for $13.94. So if we wanted to make a profit on this item, we have to sell it for above that. So let's go ahead and take a look at this item on eBay and see if anyone's actually selling this product. Okay, so looking up this item, it looks like we have 86 other people who are selling this exact same item. So this may be an item we would want to stay away from just because of the competition, but I'll use it for the example. So the prices are ranging from, it looks like 33 going down all the way to 23. And like we said before, this item is selling for 14 bucks on Amazon. So all these sellers would be comfortably in the profit. But let's go ahead and take a look at the items that have actually sold. So it looks like 4 of these sellers have actually sold this item successfully. Let's go ahead and take a look at this seller, for example. He sold it for $23.99. And obviously that's not going to be his total profit because there's eBay fees. So let's see how much he actually profited on this item. So going over to the eBay fee calculator here, we can enter in all of the numbers we have. So the seller sold it for $23.99. So we'll put that in here. He did not charge shipping at all. It was free shipping to the buyer. And the item cost was 14 on Amazon, but after tax, to be safe, we'll go ahead and say 15 for that. And the shipping cost for him, it was free. It's always going to be free for us on Amazon since we're using Amazon Prime. So we'll keep that at 0. Then promoted ad rate, we're unsure if he did that or not, so we'll leave that blank. And then coming down here, it looks like he made a total net profit of $5.33 on the item, which is really a pretty decent profit margin considering all he had to do was take the item from Amazon and list it onto his eBay account. And then when it sells, he puts in the buyer's shipping address into Amazon and then ships it to the buyer on eBay. And so you might be wondering, doesn't eBay hate people who are drop shipping on their site? Isn't eBay drop shipping too saturated in 2025? And I'm here to tell you both of those things are false. So here's why eBay dropshipping still works in 2025, and it really comes down to 3 separate things. So the first one is Amazon Prime. So we're listing all of our items from Amazon Prime onto eBay. And what that means is that we get really fast shipping times. Oftentimes it's only 1 to 2 days before the buyer receives our item. And we also get really good customer service policies. Amazon's very lenient with returns, with issuing out replacement items. So we're able to kind of reciprocate that to the buyer on eBay. And the second reason is because of automation. There have been so many new tools as of recently that have helped make eBay dropshipping so much more efficient. And the tool I use now really just makes the whole process so much more automated and allows you to make so much more money. And so with that automation, it means you can list more items, which is exactly why we're able to make so much in 2025. This picture over here is of my main account that has over 10,000 listings. And this was all done through the software that I use. And it was able to list 10,000 items onto my eBay account without me really doing much work at all. And the third reason why is marking your items up higher than the competition. And this may sound counterintuitive, but this is exactly how you're able to make so much profit per month. Traditionally, people list their items super low, try and cut off their competition, but when you're doing that, you're not really making much money per sale. But if you target a higher markup and more listings, you're not going to sell as many items, but those items you do sell, they're going to be way more profitable. And now I'm going to go over exactly what you need to get started with eBay dropshipping in 2025. So here are the only 3 things you need to get started. So the first requirement is an eBay account. And what you're going to do is you're going to make an eBay business account. This is going to give you high selling limits so that you're able to list more items and make more money. And this is totally free to do. Making an eBay account requires no upfront cost whatsoever. All you do is put in your information and then you're all set. And the second thing you're going to need is an Amazon account. This is our supplier account where we're going to be fulfilling our products from and listing from to eBay. And we're going to want an Amazon Prime account though here, just so we can get the faster shipping time, just to kind of help with our metrics on eBay and allow us to have a higher feedback score on eBay as well due to the better customer feedback. And so I believe right now an Amazon Prime account is around 15 bucks a month. But if you're a student or under the age of 25, I believe you only pay around 8 to 10 bucks a month. So it's really not that bad of a cost considering how much it's going to end up making you on eBay. And then with your Amazon Prime account, ideally you want a credit card, something with cash back. Since we're going to be spending so much on Amazon, we want to make sure we're getting compensated in cash back. But if you have a debit card, that'll work too. Just some sort of card, whether it's credit card or debit card. And then the third thing you're going to want to have is some sort of software. Doing drop shipping manually, where you're just kind of copying the titles over and the pictures over from Amazon onto the eBay listing, that takes a lot of time and it's really going to hinder you from making a ton of money because you're just not going to be able to get as much listings up as you would be able to with a software. So the software I use right now is called Dropanion. I was actually able to help build this software, and it's really automated my eBay business so much, and it allows me to pretty much list as many items as I want per day. And pretty much what it does is it takes a ton of different Amazon links and then it converts them into eBay listings. So it'll copy over the pictures, the title, the description, all of the specifics from the Amazon listing. It'll take that information over from Amazon and put it into eBay listings for you. So you don't have to do any of the manual work at all. And so you're probably wondering what type of money you can expect with this business model. And it really depends. It depends how many listings you do, the quality of your listings. But with the software, since most of it's automated, you don't really have to worry about a lot of that stuff. But what I've kind of figured out from my experience dropshipping on eBay is that every 10,000 items you list is going to be equivalent to roughly $700 to $2,000 in monthly profit. Not revenue, but strictly monthly profit. So if you have one eBay account and you get that account to 10,000 total listings up on your account, you should be making anywhere from $700 to $2,000 a month. And obviously there are examples where this doesn't apply, but that's kind of the average I've found. And it is a bigger range because it just depends so much on the items you've listed and your customer service and how fast you fulfill orders. So there's a ton of variables that play into it, but what I've found is that 10,000 listings is equivalent to roughly 700 to 2,000 a month. And that may seem like a lot of items to be listing, but with the software, it really is not. The software is doing most of the listing for you, and it can get a lot of these listings done very, very quickly. And when it comes to scaling eBay dropshipping and making more money, it really is pretty simple. Here are kind of 2 rules that you need to follow in order to do that. So, how we scale eBay dropshipping is we list more items onto our account because more items is going to mean more profit, more items sold. It's really, it sounds like common sense, but that's why eBay dropshipping is so easy to scale, is because it's so simple. And the second thing we can do to scale is make more eBay accounts, which is obviously going to lead to more profit because we have more listings up in total. And so if you want to continue making more and more money doing eBay dropshipping, you simply just make more eBay accounts and you list more items onto those accounts. And obviously, it's a lot more complex than that. There are things you have to put in place to make sure, eBay accounts don't get banned and stuff like that. But once you figure it out, you can really make a solid amount of money with eBay dropshipping. And if you're looking to get started with eBay dropshipping or simply learn more about it, click the link in my bio. It'll take you directly to a Discord where there's a bunch of free materials. There's a free dropshipping course and other materials that will help you get started with eBay dropshipping. It's completely free, so I'd love if you'd check it out. And my phone number is linked in the Discord as well, so feel free to reach out to me anytime if you have any questions at all. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for future videos where I go more in depth on the business model of eBay dropshipping.